Hello guys, today we're flying the F4U 1D Corsair in the DCS world. Today we'll be taking a look at basic navigation in the F4U 1D Corsair. So let's go ahead and jump into the map and we'll see how we'll navigate to our waypoint. Okay. So today we're supposed to fly over near Rhoda over a friendly ship, just right off the coast of Rhoda. Be flying on a 030 heading for 44 miles. Okay, let's jump back into the cockpit. Okay, so we'll set a course line of 030. So for this navigation flight, we'll be relying on landmarks because there's plenty of them where we're flying currently, because it's only 40 miles and there's an island 40 miles from us, which is Rhoda. We'll use as a landmark to know that we're on the right track. Okay. So now we'll perform our pre-takeoff checklist. So flaps, 20 degrees. The takeoff trim set. Tail wheel is locked. Wings are locked. Okay, we're good to go. Okay. So we'll pause our cowl flaps to 2/3 open. Just wrap up there. Gonna run our engines up to 1,700 RPM and check our magnetos to make sure they're both functional, because you do not want to be flying with only one magneto functional. So check the left mag. And the right one. Hit the wrong switch. Okay, we moved our flaps back to 20. Now we're gonna move both of our magnetos back to both. Okay, so now check our flight control. So right, left, right, left. Okay, aft, forward, right, left. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna hold our brakes, pull the stick all the way back, so aft, and now I'm gonna slowly increase our power till we hit 30 inches of manifold pressure, and now we're letting off the brakes. Sorry for the engine noise, but I have a 2,000 horsepower engine, so it gets quite loud up here. There's 90. Okay, gear coming up. There's 125 knots. Alright, now we will. And now we can close it. Okay, nice. It's nice and quiet now. And now we'll start turning on a 030 heading. Okay, here we are. We're established on the 030 heading. And now from left we can see the hillside of Rhoda Island. So we're on the right track. So we see our landmark, which is the island we should be flying over, or next to the island. Release the rudders, and now we'll start to trim the aircraft out for level flight. We're using aileron and rudder trim to more or less stable. And now all the engine at 40 inches manifold pressure, we can close our cowl flaps. And I'll get back to you guys shortly once we're close to the Rhode Island. here we are next to Rhoda, and we can do some sort of ship dot on the water, so we're gonna come left and investigate it. Cylinder temperature heads are still okay, so we're doing nice on the engine management part. A lot of the engine management, you don't have to do a lot of it in the Corsair, because the cooling model and how it works in the F4U is still very VIP. So it's not perfect yet, so you don't really have to worry about anything else except the cylinder temperature heads. Okay. I'm coming in quite fast, so this is just precautions, just in case it wasn't a friendly ship, because you never know if it's an enemy or a friendly ship. Even though it says it's most likely a friendly ship, who knows? Yep, that's a friendly ship. Okay, so we're gonna swing around the ship and we'll start heading back towards home, towards the airfield we took off from. Okay, and we stayed roughly on the 030 radial, or course line, which is good. And yep, here we are. And now we're gonna start getting our temps back up. We're at 100. The minimum temperature for it to have efficient flight is around 150. So we're about 140, about to hit 150. And we'll leave it there. Alright. I will get back to you guys once we're closing in on Guam and our home airfield. Alright, so here we are approaching a gunner airfield off our 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock-ish. And we're going to set up for landing. Approach the runway at 1,000 feet at 120 miles per hour. And once we're past the runway, we'll enter a left downwind and set up for landing. Double check our tail wheel is locked. As for our pre-landing checklist, and we'll as well will open our canopy. I get quite loud up here. Starting to slow it down. But on carriers, you would leave the tail wheel unlocked due to if the tail wheel tend to get stuck sideways, it would break the landing wire catching mechanism. That's the only reason you would leave your tail wheel unlocked during carrier landing or carrier operation. But on fields, you want to have it locked so that the very touchdown, you wouldn't come sliding off the runway. We're very fast for our approach. Climbing to 1,000 feet, 140 knots. You can start gently bringing the power back. We're 130 over the runway. Here we are. We dropped a bit low. Was not paying attention to my vertical speed indicator. I climb a bit and add power and add right rudder as we gain speed. There we are. Almost there. there's 1,000 feet. And we pass runway, we can turn to the downwind leg. As we're turning, whenever we pass 110 miles per hour, we can drop our gear and we'll drop our flaps to 30. There's 100. Here we are. We're more or less good on altitude. We're a little low. Climb back up to 1,000 feet. And we're a little slow. Gently bring the power back up to 90 knots. And here we are. Beam of runway. I'm gonna throw up our controls indicator so you can see my stick and rudder and throttle movement. Having the right rudder to keep the aircraft more or less stable. Get a bit of speed, but that's okay. We always want to start at a higher speed during our turn because we are losing lift during the turn. Starting to left knee turns toward the runway because our wing was past the runway when we start the turn, and it's a nice, gentle, continuous turn for a whole turn to final approach. And the reason for that, due to the Corsair's big nose, whenever you're on final, you cannot see a lot of what's in front of you. That's why you have to have this curved approach so you can keep the touchdown point inside for as long as possible. And we're coming in fast, but coming in fast is okay, but as long as you're not too fast. We're aiming for a 2-point attitude. A little bounce. And that's okay. Gently bringing the tail down. And there we go. Here that the tail has touched down. Now we're going full stick aft. And waiting till the plane stops. Okay. Plane has stopped. We're gonna bring our flaps up. And we're gonna unlock our tail wheel as well. And now we're gonna start turning to the left. And we're gonna taxi down through this taxi, and there's some parking spot over here. There's one parking spot on our left hand side. So we'll go ahead and park the aircraft there. And we'll go ahead and park the aircraft like so. And now we'll go ahead and turn off our mixture. And turn off our magnetos. And our supercharger as well. Now we can lock our tail wheel. And we will unlock our wing fold. And fold our wings. Here you can see the wings being folded. And now we will turn off our auxiliary fuel pump and our battery as well. And we'll turn off our fuel selector valve to off. Come on. There we go. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.